We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Hughes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space. It's Sherrod. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Hold on just a second, guys.
First
flag on the play.
Roughing the kick. Defense penalty.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Catch in the middle, it's Bryant.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dillon Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Looking really good on that option play. We've seen that here before in Oregon. Marcus Mariota, Dennis Dixon, Bo Nix. Guys that can run the option play and keep defenses honest. Because of this guy's speed, I'll tell you, he fits right in here at Oregon.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Moore will throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. Now the connection takes him to the 11.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Sherrod. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you
catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Genty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got an open man. Lots of running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Punch it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, in the Pacific Northwest, this matchup is one that's becoming sneaky heated, and it's all pretty recent, too. They first met in 2008, and just last year took every single thing Oregon had to slip past Boise State and get their first win over the Broncos.
I mean, Oregon getting out of this game last year, they pulled a magic trick. Scored on special teams twice, like Boise.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Moore to the air. He's got his man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Sherrod. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Keeps it on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the run, it's Sherrod. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go in that QB sneak on third down, guys. He was trying to push and trying to drive, but he was just running into a wall. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones.
There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, you see the wide receiver. He's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies at line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Fires it it incomplete. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Moore to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. He lost one down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Handoff to the single running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Madsen. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Moore. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Moore will throw. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Punt is on its way. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. And you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive and put some pressure on this defense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. to pass. It's Madsen. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Boise State. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense, little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.